Put it in the air.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll go again with Jeanty. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
Off play action. Callahan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Reload. Go.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Callahan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. The runs. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Ready? Let's go.
Back to throw. Callahan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On 4th down, Callahan. Touchdown, Raiders! Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
12, 12, 12. Gun, gun. Stop. Stop. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, on this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callahan. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Callahan.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Genty.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jack Besh,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own
the offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go. Right, 80. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Moss on the give up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Genty. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a handoff to Genty.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. It's Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go up the middle here with Mullins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Wide 80.
Burrow will throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Flowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Callahan. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
1-1, ready?
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to Whitaker. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 79 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Right in.
Moss. Will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and it ends up falling incomplete.
Here's O'Connell. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again with O'Connell. To the sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Whitaker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Eleven. Gun. Dot.
On the give, this is Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Big 13. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Can. Stop.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A give running right, Moss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's gone for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 26 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Let's go now.
The drive will begin with a run by JT.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, O'Connell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Gun. Sahat. 11 mighty.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Let's get set. Stop. Stop.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
Open man right side, Myers. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
180.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
On the handoff, it's Morris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Come on, ready?
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 9.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
They'll run here with Morris.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third down, here's Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down.
Let's go. Mikey, 18.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That third down conversion good for 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. He's into space past the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner, this time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, he bailed his team out with a scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 12. Hey, can. 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
I'm fine, ready?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
11, mighty. 11, Dad.
Now it's Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Dad.
An inside give, Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
180. Dad.
Burrow on play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
And the Raider first down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Raider first down.
19 tight. Let's go now.
Now O'Connell. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We're looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And O'Connell now to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. God.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of
scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard
Here we go.
line.
Right back to Brown. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 3.
From the gun, give to Brown.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
A gain of 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they will take a knee here.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Right now, let's get that time.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.